And you're watching the D-Tunez channel.
Hello everyone from the D-Tunez channel. I recently hit 3000 subscribers, as you can see right here. So I thought, let's do tutorial series. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is I'm gonna make tutorials about well, really the basics. So if people just started FL Studio, how they should approach it. And I'm just, well, in this video I'm really gonna cover the basics of FL Studio. So if you already know those, just skip this video, because you will only hear stuff you already know. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, let's do it. So here you have FL Studio. If you open it up, it will look like this. Yeah, I have version 12.5, so I have this pattern browser thing. Some people don't have it. I actually not use it, but well. Okay, let's start in the left corner. We have file, should speak for itself. Well, all of these things should speak for itself basically. Here you can add the plugins. For example, I bought Silent One. This is Silent One. People should know that. I mean, it's pretty it's a well-known plugin. So yeah, patterns, I'll get to that later. Here you can select everything we want to see. So basically this is the playlist. If you don't want to see it, just click it and it's gone. Same for the mixer and the channel rack and the browser. Okay, so these things are also located here. This is the playlist. This is the pattern or channel rack, or however you want to call it. The piano roll, get to that later. The plugin picker, that's basically the browser right here. The mixer, everything you have in your project will go here. Patterns, channels. Well, I have the basic template, so just a kick, clap, head, and snare. Touch keyboard. Never use it. I never use it. Tempo tapper. If you can tap the BPM but you don't know the BPM, you can just tap it here, just like this. And well, the tempo I tapped was around 105 BPM. So that's the project speed right now. I'm just gonna reset it to 130. Right here you can realign everything right here. I'm not gonna do that because I like the way it looks and I don't want it to get messed up. So yeah, the rest of these things I don't really use. Right here you can see the frequencies. So when I play the kick, you can see what frequencies it has. If you click on it, you can see the waveform. I don't find that useful, so I just have it on the frequency, well, that it shows the frequencies. Right here you have the volume meter. Speaks for itself. Your CPU load, so more plugins you use, the more nodes you use, your CPU load will get more because your CPU needs to work harder. Here's your RAM usage. Right here you can see the history of your CPU. And yeah, those are the basic things. Here's the metronome. The metronome basically is a kind of hi-hat thingy. It just taps on every well, every bar basically. So if I press space now to play it, you hear it's ticking the project speed. So one loud tick, then 3 softer ones, and then one loud again. This is if I click this and you press space to play, nothing happens. If I press Q or just tap this, if I press Q or whatever note on your MIDI keyboard, it will start playing then. So as you can see, I never use this, so yeah. If you want to record something, this is what you want to use. Click it, and if you have this on, it will give a countdown before it records. So if I just do this, I press space, it's gonna count 3, 2, 1, and then it starts recording. As you can see, if I turn it off, it will immediately start recording. Yeah, the rest of these I don't really use. We'll get to this later. So let's look at the channel rack. You probably have it like this. This is actually really good for beginners, because you can easily make your first beats with this. So, for example, let's just make a nice drum beat. Right click this, fill each 4 steps, so it will play every start of the beat. If you press this, you'll play the pattern or the channel rack. So click this and press space. It sounds pretty nice. Now let's add hi-hats in the middle. So yeah, that's how easy it is. Just add some snares. Let's not do that. Right here you have the volume. So if I lower this down, the volume of the kick decreases. Speaks for itself. Now, one thing to note: before you start any project, really do this. Go to your master. You have a fruity limiter here. Just right click, replace, none. Just remove it. Or even better, go to File, New from Template, and then let's see. club basic, it will just not have the limiter here, because the limiter really messes up your mix if you're just beginning. When I just started like 2 years ago, it really messed up and I didn't know what to do, and just remove the limiter, it's better. So yeah, you can make your beats now really easily. Oh, it's another kick, clap and snare. I did not know that. Okay, that's basically the things you really need to know, I guess. Right here you have the browser, you can find the samples you put in here. So some big room kicks. Yeah. So you may be wondering where to put it. Well, let's go to your just go to the place you installed FL Studio. Mine is right here. Now go to FL Studio 12, data, patches, and it's basically everything you see here. So I go to packs, and there's everything. Just paste it here. Now, of course, this is a tutorial for beginners who want to do hardstyle. So let's put a hardstyle kick in here. Make this long. You can make this longer, obviously. Yeah, everyone knows Frontliner has a sample pack, so let's just use something from that. Hardstyle kicks. Everyone uses this one, so let's just use this one. If you drag it in and hover over some of these, it will replace the sample. So if I let go here, it will replace this kick and this clap and hi-hat and stuff like that. If I just do it here, it will put it under, just like that. Now let's put the BPM up to 150, because that's hardstyle BPM. And just select, fill each 4 steps. So yeah, sounds pretty nice. Let's just add some variation in it. So this does not sound good because the kicks overlap. Yeah, I'll get to that later on in another video. What I personally always do is not put the kicks in here, but just drag them into the playlist. You can easily copy them by holding Shift. Just drag it. If you want to delete something, you right click it and it's gone. If you want to select something, multiple, if I want to select these 2 kicks, hold Control and Shift and just drag it. Now I'm gonna make these shorter. As you can see, I can't put it on a line. There are multiple things that I can do. I can hold Alt and it's really precise then. What I also can do is zoom all the way in. Then it's also... Oh, it's not doing that. Okay, well, that's strange. Normally does that. Okay, well. Another thing I can do is go here and put this to none. So no snap. I'm sorry for my mouse. I'm gonna buy a new one. It's really loud. So if I want to have the same effect as I just had. Right, these kicks don't really align. Wait a second. Just like that. I'm just... Well, before that it sounded like this. Well, now we can just select those and make them shorter, and it will sound good because they don't overlap. Yeah. Any more things? So if I have a kick playing, let's just play the song. Now, if you have your project full of sounds and samples and melodies and things like that, sometimes you just want to mute something to hear what it sounds like without that sample or melody or whatever. There are also multiple things you can do there. You can click this right here. It will mute the whole track. So that means everything you have in here will be muted in track 1 basically. If you just want to mute this sample, so this one, oh, I get to this by double clicking the sample. Yeah, you can double click this. You go to the mixer if it is in a mixer track. So if I put this to 1, it's in insert 1. You can mute that one. You can still see how loud it is, but it's not playing. The other thing you can do is just mute it right here. Yeah, that's how you mute things. I think I covered the basics now. Yeah, here's the master volume, but I always leave that to where it is. Yeah, what about these? Well, the most important ones are the paint one, so you can just do this. Really easy. The delete one, if you click this, you can click on a sample and it will be deleted, but I always use the right mouse button. The mute button, that's another way of muting samples. Just do that. Slip, I actually never have used it. I'm not really sure what it is. Oh, okay, I understand. So if you have a sample right here, and you just make it shorter, you can move it like this. So now it has the punch and a bit of the tail. Now it only has tail, and now it only has the end of the tail. Now you can slice samples or patterns. Just do this and it will be divide it in two. Select, the same as Ctrl Shift. Zoom. Well, you can also zoom with holding Control and scrolling. And if you want to make this bigger, you can go right here, click and hold, and you can just drag. Now this, if you want to play a certain part of the song, just click this one and click there. Yeah, those are basically the basic things you need to know if you're an absolute beginner. As I said, if you're not a beginner, you already know these things. Yeah, I'm not really advanced in tutorials, so if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. I don't know if I have a boring voice or whatever. Sorry for that. Yeah, just tell me what to do in the next video, and I will give a tutorial on that. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.